Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's recipe is going to be Channa masala made at home. So here we are, we have a Channa masala which took us approximately 30 to 35 minutes. Okay then guys, to make our Channa masala we're going to need 2 onions. We're going to make these into a nice paste. So we're just going to put these through the blender. Also we're going to need 2 tomatoes. Again I'm going to put these through the blender. I've got 2 chilies here, crushed. If you want to use more, obviously you can use more or less. I've got 1 teaspoon of garlic, 1 teaspoon of ginger. I've got just under a teaspoon of salt, and I've got half a teaspoon of garam masala. Then I've got 1 teaspoon of whole cumin, half a teaspoon of kashmiri chili powder, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, and then 1 teaspoon of coriander powder. Also, we're going to need 2 tablespoons of oil, 1 tablespoon of ghee, and obviously the main ingredient are the chickpeas. So 1 tin of chickpeas, any ones you like, and it doesn't have to be the Tesco's ones, so any brand you like. So 1 tin of chickpeas, and we're also going to need 1 tablespoon of yogurt. So that's everything. So let's start making our Channa masala. Okay guys, I've got my oil heating up here with the ghee. So the first thing we're going to put in here is the whole cumin. So that goes in first. So that's for about 20 seconds. And straight away, the onion paste. So that's 2 onions which I've made into a paste. Okay guys, our onions have been cooking for around 10 minutes. So they've started taking a nice golden colour. This is what we're looking for. Light golden, not too dark. Okay, the next ingredient to go in there is the garlic. We'll cook this just for about 30 seconds before we add the ginger in. Okay, next to go in is our ginger. Okay, it's been about 2 minutes since I put the ginger and garlic in. So the next ingredient to go in here will be the turmeric. There you go, half a teaspoon of turmeric. Mix that through. Next, kashmiri chili powder. Next to go in is coriander. And then the chili. Okay, after the chili straight away, go in the tomatoes. We'll keep that, we're going to rinse it out and put water in here later if we need it. Next will be salt. Mix that. We're going to let this cook until, as I normally always say, until the oil separates. That means our sauce is cooked. Okay guys, it's been around about 10 minutes since this has been cooking. I have been mixing it every 2 to 3 minutes. So let's have a look. Yes. As you can see, the oil has slightly been separated. Yep, very slightly. So now what we're going to do is actually add in our chickpeas. Put those in. I'll cook these like this for about 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes later, we're going to add just a little bit of water from here. Not too much. That's enough for the time being. Okay, now it's time to add the yogurt. So just 1 tablespoon of yogurt will be more than enough. Just that much. Don't overdo it. Mix that through. I'm going to cover this, let this cook for about 4 or 5 minutes. Okay, it's been around 5 minutes since I put the yogurt in, so let's have a look. Yep, this is what we're looking for. Right, it's very important to cook that yogurt through. So when I put the yogurt in there, I cooked it for 5 minutes. That's very important. And don't put any water in until the 5 or 6 minutes are up. So now we're going to put the rest of the water in. I'm going to turn the heat up, get that to the boil. I'm going to put the lid on and let this cook. Okay guys, this has been cooking for around 10 to 12 minutes. So let's have a look. Yep, that's lovely. As you can see, the oil has started separating on the sides. That's what we're looking for. That's obviously a sign that it's cooked. I'll give this a mix. Yeah, that's perfect thickness for me. Obviously, if you guys want these more runny, you can add a little bit more water in it. If you want it any thicker, just take the lid off and cook it for a little bit longer. But for me, I think this is perfect. So we're going to finish this off by putting half a teaspoon of garam masala. And we're going to put in some methi, which I didn't show you earlier on, but just half a teaspoon of kasuri methi. We're going to put it in our hands, just crush it and put that in there. That's that. Give that a mix. And finally, our coriander. And there we have it, guys. Our Channa masala.